Welcome back to my channel. A few years ago, I created a video on gain staging in Logic Pro X. I put it on this channel and on my other channel, how to record music, which I'll put up there. Yeah, right about there. The video did quite well. I reached quite a few people, and that was great and all. But the information is slightly outdated now, and I wanted to update it with adding more value. So today, I'll be talking all about gain staging inside of Logic Pro X. Gain staging is an essential part of the mixing process that helps us achieve a clean and balanced sound. In this video, I will be discussing what gain staging is, why it is important, and how we can use it inside of Logic Pro X. So let's get started and dive in! Okay, I get it. I know, you just want to play the drums all day and you just want to strum your life away. But when it comes to levels and gain staging, there are some rules to follow, some scientific and some, well, just, what your ears hear that tell you that sound good.
But what is gain staging? And how could it help me? I mean, I'm the king of tone. I have calluses on my fingers. You've seen me shred. How could it help me?
Gain staging is simply the process of setting the levels for the audio signals at each stage of the signal chain. This happens in both recording and mixing to ensure that the signals remain clean and free from noise and distortion.
But my band is full of noise. And it's a good thing. It's also full of distortion. Like, we ripped. Did you hear us the other day? We're amazing. Distortion, noise, we got it all. What else do you want?
Not that kind of noise. Not that kind of distortion. So when I'm referring to the word noise, I mean signal to noise floor or signal to noise ratio. You see, when things are too quiet and the audio signal contains a louder noise floor, it will disrupt and interfere with the desired audio signal. In other words, if I'm, say, singing into a microphone and I add a compressor and an EQ and maybe another compressor, because I like to use 2, maybe 3 or 4. It depends, just small increments. Well, then now we may introduce an even louder and more pronounced noise floor that may well outperform the intended performance. It won't sound great, and you will be fighting with it in your mix every single time. Now, when I'm referring to distortion, I mean the painfully crippling clipping sounds that can be heard in both digital and analog environments. And now analog could introduce some harmonic distortion, which is sometimes desirable. I know I desire it, and our friend back there who was promoting his band.
Hello, I do have a name, My name is Billy, okay? I'm Billy, Billy from the band. Band Billy. I'm Billy.
Okay, well, hi Billy. I'm Eric. And yeah, you definitely like distortion and noise, but not really this kind of extreme noise. Now let me show you an example of a super distorted drum kit.
Okay, but why is gain staging so important to you? I mean, have you heard my band? I mean, we rock! Like, we don't even know the word gain staging. The only thing we know is how to get on stage. That's it.
Okay, well, forget that guy. Let's now go into Logic Pro X and we will tame the drums so that the gain staging is what I'll call accurate. But then again, there are no, numbers that you're looking to plug in. There's nothing like that. It's for you to come up with kind of a formula. I like to call this the gain staging formula, designed by you. Okay, so here we are inside of Logic Pro X, and the drummer here in our case really wanted their drums extremely loud. So they asked us to bring up the fader all the way up as far as it would go to plus 6 dB. And they also asked us to take the region itself and bring the gain up to plus 17 decibels. That sounds like the stuff you find in the toilet. It does. I'm not kidding. I mean, it does. I'm not wrong here. Plus, it clips. So let's take a look at that. So yeah, as you can see, it clips by 22.4 decibels, and that's just extreme. So let's fix this. So what we're going to do is we're going to reduce the volume back to 0 on the region selector for gain, and then we're going to reduce the fader back to 0. Now we can take a listen to the difference. So there, now you see quite a big difference. We're no longer clipping, and the drums are, yes, quieter, but imagine that you have multiple tracks would be 17 decibels loud, right? Like as our examples in the drums. Everything will be clipping by that point. So the trick here is to just throughout all of your tracks, keep an eye on your meters, and if they start to clip, well, you can just turn things down, just like that, or from up here, just turn it down. Another way you could bring down the gain is by using a plugin. So in this example, I'm using the gain plugin with Logic Pro X, and I can just take the volume and bring it down to whatever desired volume I want. And if you're using a third-party plugin, for instance, I'm using the VUMT Deluxe here by Klanghelm. Fantastic, by the way, I've been using it for several years. And all you have to do is just load it up, make sure it's on link, in this case because it's stereo, and then use the trim, bring that volume down. And there you go. I mean, really, it's short and simple, but I think you get the point here. And there's tons of videos on gain staging. But I just wanted to show you that you don't have to overthink it. I did this for so many years. I was thinking everything has to have a number, and I need to plug that into a certain thing, and then everything will be magic. But that's not the case. With gain staging, it's literally just looking at your meters, making sure that everything is not clipping or too low on the noise floor, and aiming for a certain level that makes sense to you and your formula, your gain staging formula. That's really it. Oh wait, there is more. There is more. There's more to it. In this gain staging video, it requires you to subscribe to my channel if you like this video. And I really hope you did. Hey, listen, you've been great. I've been Eric. Wait, you've been awesome. I've been Eric. You've been great. I've been awesome. I'm so confused. Where's that other guy?
I just watched a video on gain staging. I'm learning gain staging.
Thank you for watching. Peace.